Well, let me tell you this. I'm pretty excited because, first of all, I'm just honored to do this with you, Mark, because I don't know. I totally believe in what you're doing with these guys, but I feel like to get into your mind is kind of exciting for me.
Because
you have so much experience, and like, your drive is just really interesting to me. So I love that.
No, but I feel like, to be honest, like with everything that I'm doing, like this has always been my, like even my wife, of course she's my wife, like she knows me the best. Like from everybody else, they don't know. They're just like, oh, this and that, but like they have no idea. Like this is probably, that's why I want to work with you. Because like this stuff right here, like I feel like this held me back to like what I could have really done, and that's why now that I'm doing this off the court, this other stuff that I'm doing to try to be successful, I don't want to make that same mistake. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So that's why I kind of want to, like I'm still playing, so I kind of want to see like, okay, back when I was younger, like if I would have had this mindset, like okay, let's see what I can do on the court.
How that changes.
Yeah. Because of course, like I said, like it's gonna help my players. Like when they see like, oh what, like he doing it too, and I'm probably going to dominate them even more, you know what I'm saying? Make them even, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, well then go talk to Brittany then. Like, so,
Okay. Yeah. So before we start, I shared this video with your guys too, and I kind of like just to kind of see what their reaction to it is. But it's a video of like NBA players talking about the mental side. So I'll let you watch it, and then we'll just talk a little bit about it. And then we'll jump in. So what are your thoughts? Anything pop out to you that you really connected with?
I think Chris Bosh was talking about it when he said that, you know, a lot of players will either, you know, step up to the challenge when the pressure gets higher, or some will kind of like back off of it. You know what I'm saying? And like they're all NBA players. They all talk about that, and even NBA players who are at that high of a level, that happens to them. And that's something that happens to me sometimes, or back. You know, I don't want to say past. Like that still happens where, you know, even for those guys, like for them to say all that, you know what I'm saying, that just kind of shows, you know what I'm saying, like everybody's not invincible, but at the same time I know that everybody's different. So that was kind of cool just to see, you know, everybody's different aspects of it. I mean, they're all, at the end of the day, they're all said the same thing at the end of, you know, trying to be focused, trying to visualize, you know, everything like that. So that kind of what stuck out to me was just, at the end of the day, they all had the final conclusion, like, this is what we have to do.
What we need. So. I mean, you bring up a good point, because we're going to talk about today, that just kind of, just the reality of it, the mental side of the game is not something that, like, necessarily professional players master, right? But they do have their moments where they struggle with it. And so we're going to talk about that, because today we're going to cover confidence. We'll get into that. But just so you know, moving forward, so we have 3 sessions, right? My goal for you, Mark, is to really prepare you the best way possible mentally, right? So we're going to talk about different things, we're going to unpack it, but I want to give you mental skills you can walk away with. So when you go to Chicago, you're going to have these things to go to, and you know, things that maybe you used before, or maybe some new things, but just you have them. You know, I think that's what players kind of lack. Where just, you know, pregame, we're going to talk about routines, right? You know, visualization, being able to really dive into that and include that in your pregame, and mindfulness. We're talking about that today too. So that's my goal for you. So to start out, I'm doing this with another player of yours, and he's really getting into it, and I think it's been helpful. But I want to start with mindfulness. Now, do you have any, you know, experience with it as far as meditation goes? I mean,
meditation? No, I've actually just started getting into it. I was actually talking to my mom about that she should start doing that, because I might start doing it, but I haven't practiced anything. I've just been doing research about it.
Okay, okay, cool. So,
I take this shit serious, I'm telling you.
I'm down with that, man. So I kind of like to talk about the cool part about meditation and mindfulness. My dad actually taught me when I was like 10. He taught me.
Damn, really?
Yeah, like he taught me how to visualize and how to meditate when I was 10, and like to this day, that game when he first like taught me that, the best thing like one of the best things I played in my entire life. I was 10.
Really?
I can still remember the moves I made, the shots I made. Like I was so calm, right, so confident. So I'm a big believer in it. I try to be more consistent with it myself, but you know. So anyway, so with mindfulness, the cool thing about it is that it's backed by research, and you might have read some of this maybe, where it changes structures in our brain. Okay, so it changes the amygdala, which is the structure responsible for fear and our stress response and emotions. Okay, so it shrinks that part, but it also thickens and strengthens the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for our concentration, decision making, and awareness. All right, so it doesn't necessarily mean that we don't experience fear, because it's a really human thing, but it slows down our response, our reaction to fear. So I have coaches that DM me and stuff, and like, hey, like, how do I help my players like make better decisions out there? You know, and I tell them like, hey, try out some mindfulness, right? Because it's gonna enhance their decision making and really slow the game down. I think from the youth up to the professional level, I think people can relate to that, of like being able to slow the game down in their mind when things speed up, right? When the pace speeds up and the game is, you know, all that kind of things.
So you don't rush.
Right.
Or be out of control or anything like that.
Exactly. So it takes practice. The research is at least 8 weeks they see changes in it. But I say that because I want to try it out with you, and I want to do it with you with these 3 sessions. We have to introduce you to it. And kind of just add it to your toolbox. You sure you're down?
Yeah, I'm doing everything.
All right, let's do it. All right, so what I want you to do is kind of sit back and get comfortable. Okay, feet are flat on the floor. You can put your hands either anywhere comfortable for you. And what I want you to do is, before you close your eyes, I want 2 deep breaths. And then once you finish that, you're going to close your eyes. Okay? Now, before we start though, the goal of this, because a lot of people get it mixed up. They're just like, oh my God, I suck at meditating, I suck at mindfulness. It's not about being good. Because they think it's like, okay, I'm trying to control my thoughts, I'm trying to focus really, really hard, and I can't do it because my mind keeps wandering. It's not about that, right? It's about doing it in a way that's not so judgmental, and being able to gently bring your attention back to what you want. So your mind's going to wander, right? The thing is, we don't want to get frustrated about that. We just want to notice it and bring it back. Okay, and that has obviously applies to the game. You know, being able to not be so judgmental and emotional. So anyway, just wanted to throw that out.
So once I take a deep breath and I close my eyes, am I thinking about something in particular?
I'm gonna guide you through the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be with you the whole way. All right, ready?
All right.
Whenever you're ready. Good. So to start out, I don't want you to change the rhythm of your breathing in any way. I just want you to notice it. All right, so notice how your breathing is. Is it short? Is it long? Do you feel it in your chest or your stomach? We're just going to observe it to start. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our attention to our body in space. All right, so we're going to lock into our environment. I want you just to notice how your body feels right now. So let's actually start at our head. We're going to do a body scan to our toes. And I want you just to scan your body. Do I have any pain? Do I have any uncomfortability, any tension in my muscles? Okay? Just scan it down. Don't get caught up in any particular spot. We're just observing it. Okay? Now I want you to bring your attention to, again, your body, but specifically your back against the chair, right? The weight of your hands in your lap, your feet making contact with the floor. Become just aware of that.